Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Raynham Board of Selectmen. It is Tuesday, October 13th at 7 o'clock. The minutes, please.
Motion to accept.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Chief Janice, would you like to give your report?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Activity report for the month of September. Fire incidents, fires, MVAs, investigation, public assist 141. Ambulance, medical emergencies, MVAs, and public assist 164. Miscellaneous inspections, fire alarm work, and item of note 97. Mutual aid, fire, ambulance, and mutual aid calls. 11 ambulance given, 3 ambulance received, 9 fire given, 2 fire received, total of 25. Line of duty shift, 2 men, 360 hours. Sick shifts, there was no sick time for the month of September. Incidents, 9/30/2014, we had 1,956 calls. 9/30 of 2015, we had 2,207 calls. 251 more than last year. Update on Dwayne. There's nothing new to report on him, but we have started the involuntary retirement. So filled out the application today, and hopefully we can move this along as fast as we can. Lieutenant Johnson is back. I forget, it was like 6 weeks, I think he was out. But good to have him back. And other than that, I don't have anything. Any questions?
Do you have any questions for Jim?
How's Barrett been since he's back? No?
Good.
No.
He's
Yeah.
back at full strength.
Good. No other
I
questions?
wanted to make sure of that because he's
No, I know.
wanted to come back
Right.
a little too fast.
Yeah.
I made sure that
Okay.
everything was good.
That's all I have, Madam Chair.
Nothing.
I think he's happy.
Oh, yeah.
He's happy to be
Very
back.
happy.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
We have no appointments this evening. We got another couple of minutes for the public hearing.
New business?
Yeah, go ahead. Under new business, we have a special town meeting warrant that needs to be approved.
Motion to accept.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I noticed, and I just made the comment, that we have quite a few articles on this warrant. Lengthy ones, too, for planning board, a couple planning board articles that are quite long. And we do have a pre-town meeting on, quick,
10.
Quick.
Tuesday, November 10th.
okay, I suppose you've got that in your report. Okay, so we'll wait for Randy to give his report, and he'll tell us all about that. Other than that, that's accepted. We have no old business?
None.
Okay. We have a public hearing for the Two Jerks Barbecue, and it's an amended entertainment license that they are looking for. I can find it. Okay. Who is representing the restaurant?
I am Jill Fansley,
And you are?
the owner of Two Jerks Barbecue.
Okay. Would you like to explain what you intend to do?
We're looking for a live entertainment license. We currently have a entertainment license, but we're looking for live entertainment.
Okay. For live entertainment, what do you intend?
Like a 1 or 3-piece blues person, people sitting in the back, just playing in the evening.
In the back as in where? I've been there, so I...
In the dining area.
In the
in the
dining
main dining
area?
area, correct.
The little dining area?
No,
and
the main.
The big dining area
Yep.
out front?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Is there anyone out there that'd like to speak in favor of this? Opposed to it?
Thank you. Jill, thanks for coming in.
Wait a minute.
I'd like to speak to it, not in favor or opposed to it.
Oh, okay. Would
Yeah,
you
I'll
like him
yield.
to go
Yeah,
first?
sure. But-
Please.
Good evening. Bob Iafredi from the Building Department. Just a couple of things I wanted to make everyone aware of, including the owners. Right now, the barbecue's operating under a limited occupancy load. Their occupancy right now until the beginning of the year is only 60. They need to do a couple more things, namely build another bathroom to accommodate an increased occupancy load to 86. We've come together and we discussed the occupancy load for the building, and we agree that 86 is a number based on tables and chairs for the restaurant. That could change if the tables and chairs are removed and a dance floor was created. And I wanted to make you aware, once you have an occupancy load that increases, that it goes over 100, you're going to be required to do a sprinkler system. I'm sure you've probably done the research. So we'd have to limit the occupancy if it's going to be included in the entertainment license to under 86 or under, unless he comes for an amendment or they do a sprinkler system in the building. So I just wanted to make that part of the record so everyone was aware of it. And we do a yearly inspection there, so we'll work closely with them to make sure that they do everything that's required. But 100 people can be put in that building pretty quickly if you have live entertainment. So I just want to make sure that we're sensitive to that. Okay?
Now, Joseph.
Thank you. Joe, I guess my biggest thing is I want to make sure you're aware we obviously support you and want to be helpful to you as you try to expand and increase your business. But the majority of the establishments in town who have live entertainment, we require a police detail. My opinion is, and I think it's shared by the board, we do that if an incident occurs. So at the beginning, we wouldn't require one, but the moment a single incident happens, you will be mandated to hire a police detail. And so the same as when you came into us for your liquor license, I would just say that, in my opinion, doing business in Raynham's a privilege that we give to you as the licensing authority. We want to be here to support you and help you do well, but for those types of activities that would break the law or violate the standards of our town, we have zero tolerance. So I would just ask, as you move forward with live entertainment and any other ventures you might want to pursue, that you keep that in the back of your mind, because in my opinion, and this board has always been like that, we have zero tolerance. And so I always like to tell people that up front, so if and when something does happen, they can't say they were never warned about that. Outside of that, I've heard no issues with your establishment. I've been there. It's great food, and we hope you'll be around for a long time.
Me too, thank you.
Karen?
I concur. I've been in there, and it's a great establishment. I think, I agree with Joe that you need to have a police detail if it warrants it. Obviously, in the beginning, you're not going to need it. And then moving forward, to move up to what the building inspector had said, another bathroom, et cetera, and go moving forward that way, a sprinkler system. So I have no issues if everybody else is in agreement with that. Motion to accept.
Second.
I'm not done.
We have no plans to expand further than the 86 occupancy,
Oh, okay.
none whatsoever.
I was going to ask you
We have
what your
plenty.
overall plan for the whole project was.
86 is enough.
86 is enough. You know what I found when I was in there, and I did like it very much. I loved the rustic look of it, and I liked the atmosphere of it. But the noise, are you going to do anything at all to try to prevent, such as like when you get music in there, it's going to be bouncing off of everything?
Well, it's going to be more bluesy, jazzy, which is a lot softer than any other type venue.
I understand that, but I know even sitting at a table, if somebody's sitting 2 tables away, you can still still hear it. The acoustics are so, loud that you can still hear everything. I was wondering maybe, what do they call it?
Soundproofing?
Sure, I'm looking at you and I'm saying, what the heck? Ballasts or something on the ceilings, is it that they use? Cushions or something? Yeah, that foamy stuff, cork stuff or whatever? Do they do something like that?
We can look into that if it's required, yeah. But I mean, if we feel it needs, because mainly the entertainment would start after the dinner.
That's what the thing was gonna, is there a certain time frame?
Yeah,
It would be like
yeah.
9 to 1. It wouldn't be during dinner hours.
Oh, well, after dinner then,
After
so.
dinner, closes, yeah.
Right, okay. Now, that was my only comment. I enjoyed it very much the night I was there. I had, my family and I, we all came in there, and we enjoyed it very much.
Thank
But
you.
I did notice it was kind of loud, and I said, it's irritating when it's loud like that, especially with music going, even though it is soft music. I think you're going to find that it is going to bounce. Okay, so the motion was to accept and second it, and all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, no problem.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
That was awful. I couldn't think of his name. Oh, well. Town Administrator, would you like to give us your report?
As you said, the Fall Town Meeting coming up Monday, November 16th, 7 PM at the middle school. And we will have a pre-town meeting here at Town Hall Tuesday, November 10th at 7 PM. And the warrants will be printed and distributed, mailed prior to the pre-town meeting, as always. I have a section here on the auctioneer's permit that's in correspondence. I don't know if you want to take it up now or later.
We can take it up now if you want to hold on your report, or do you
Sure.
want to finish your
Nope.
report and then we can do it
All
after?
right, I'll finish. I
Yeah,
don't have
go
too
ahead.
much else. We do have a vacancy in the collector treasurer position, so I was looking for permission to advertise the Beacon and probably. Is that
Can I
okay?
have a motion, please?
Second.
All in favor?
Okay.
And that would be advertised in the usual
Yeah, the
Beacon?
The Beacon. and-
Okay,
which-
thank you.
Next Selectmen's meeting, we do have Health Agent Dave Flaherty coming in. He has a couple of housing issues, so he's notified the owners, and they may be in as well. John Charbonneau and Highway Superintendent Ed Buckley. Department head meeting this Thursday at 10 a.m., and Southeastern Mass Health Group Steering Committee meeting next Wednesday, October 21st in Westport. And that's all I have.
Thank you very much. Getting back to then the auctioneer's permit. Gentleman in the back, are you Mr. Correa?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to please step forward
No problem.
and tell us all about this business of auctioneering?
Okay. I'm Alan Correa. Good evening. I do a general merchandise auction. We get stuff from like BJ's or Costco's. It's like shelf pulls, something that got damaged, like a box of cereal got crushed a little bit. Paper towels got wet. Like the outside got wet. Toilet paper got ripped open or something. Oil, like a bottle of oil opened up and got like 2 cases wet, and the cardboard got wrecked, so they won't sell it. You get stuff like that, Costco, BJ's, Shaw's shelf pulls you get from the distribution center, and then general merchandise when I go to other auctions to buy and sell, wholesale auctions. I buy like, solar lights, yard decorations, maybe some hats, and you get some clothes from BJ's and Costco too, and just try to save people money, so you don't pay what you would pay at BJ's or other stores, and so just try to save people money, and I make a living, and that's it. I mean, I've been doing it for 4 or 5 years in Fall River. I was partners, and I went on my own, and so I have a pretty good following, a lot of people.
Do you go to like estate sales and things like that and purchase merchandise from people?
I do, because I was going to try to have a consignment night, and where people bring things in to sell. You know what I mean? And I would probably buy stuff from, like, if I had to, like, to have my own stuff too, you know, like you said, estate sales or, you know, a yard sale or something, so I could run on that night. Would be doing used and stuff like that.
I know you picked up some information from Mr. Buckner. Did you not?
No.
This is what we look up after the
Oh, it was after the fact? Okay.
after the submit.
Will we be able to give him a copy of it, though, Randy, so that he will know what is expected?
Yep, we'll submit, we'll issue, if the board approves it, written conditions.
Okay.
Annual permits are allowed under the law. But the law also requires a complete and accurate account of all goods sold by you, including names and addresses of the persons from whom they were received, so.
Yeah, I have, you go online, it's called the Missouri Auction. They're one of the sellers where you buy these slips, so when people come in, and I should have brought one with me, I forgot, and you put their name, address, and of course I'm gonna have a copy machine, take a copy of their license, and you mark down everything, and they sign it, and then, you know, I write down my percentage, like, say if I charge them 20%. So if they sell something sells for $1, I get 20 cents, they get 80 cents. And you keep track of with the total sales, my percentage, you know, and what they receive. And they get a copy, and I'll keep a copy, so I have for my records.
Okay. You mentioned here on your application, household items, tools, food and snacks. What type of food and snacks do you?
Well, that's the stuff I was saying for like BJ's and stuff. Where people, like I said, that, and when you go to auctions, like,
Oh, in other words, you're not selling food there for people to ingest while they're there?
no, yeah, right, no, stuff to take home.
Oh, that makes a difference in my eyes. I didn't know whether or not you were setting up a stand where you were going to be selling
No.
pizza or hot dogs
None
and
of
stuff
that.
like that.
Just, you know, I already went to the Board of Health. I asked them about just soda, water, maybe a bag of chips or a candy bar, something they can. There's Dunkin' Donuts in the plaza. I'm sure everybody's going to. I won't sell coffee because everybody's going to go to Dunkin' Donuts anyways. And if they want to eat before the auction, there's a pizza place and a Chinese restaurant there. So I don't even want to get involved. That's too much work, too much of a headache.
Okay, I don't have any more questions, but I'm sure that my colleagues do. Joe?
I think, Dave, Alan, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You said Board of Health, I'm thinking Board of Health. You answered my biggest question was where you get the stuff from, because it was just perplexing to me. I couldn't figure it out.
Like I went to a hardware store went out of business. You know, I brought stuff there to sell at other auctions and flea market and stuff. That's like a source too, you know. You look for places going out of business, liquidation auctions, and you buy stuff from
Would you have
there.
a receipt for that, then? You would have a receipt for that?
Absolutely.
That you purchased from
Yep.
XYZ?
Yep.
I think our biggest thing is we've never done one of these before. We've had, you know, the pawn shops. We
Yeah.
obviously have the flea market, but regulating this is new to all of us. So that's why you're getting a lot of questions
Oh,
tonight.
no, absolutely, I understand. I'm here to support, you know. I mean, my biggest thing is to do that. If the kids want to do a fundraiser auction for school or fire department or police department for something, absolutely. They want to get like stuff to do something like that. I'll donate my time, my place, my workers, and donate what I can sell. I've done that stuff before in Florida with like a dance studio, want to do a fundraiser. They went out and got like, gift certificates, a liquor basket from a liquor store, donated stuff. And, you know, you auction it off so they can make money for their dance stuff. I'm all for that. If anybody wants to do that, I'm here for that.
Good.
I mean, if the town supports me, I got to support it back.
Thank you. Madam Chair, the only other question I have is I think the feedback we had got from the police department was they would look for some type of monthly reporting from you. Is that something that you'd be amenable to?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
I mean, if I think something doesn't look right, I'd call them up and ask them, you know, hey, it's got a load of tools in, you know, it doesn't look right. You know what I mean? Someone's names are on them, Joe M. or Steve M. You know, I'd ask, you know what I mean? Because you're right. You know what I mean? You don't know if it's stolen or not. And
That was the whole idea.
You're right. I'm not perfect, you know, absolutely not. And I understand where you're coming from, you know. People do steal stuff.
Okay.
Right.
I have no other questions.
Thank you. Karen?
You have been involved with the Board of Health?
I just went downstairs, they gave me an application so I can sell packaged stuff, just water, soda,
Okay.
maybe chips or candy bars.
So they'd be monitoring all
Yeah,
that?
that's.
And what are your hours of operation?
Doors open at 5, would be at night, like start at 6 to 9, 6 to 10 tops.
Every day?
No. I was gonna do like a Tuesday or Thursday, maybe like a Saturday night special where I bring somebody else in to sell to, another vendor. And once a month, probably do a wholesale auction, like I go to wholesale auction. I do the same thing where guys come in and sell, people that do flea markets or have little stores, they come in, they can be able to come in and buy stuff. Like, that's what we do. Like, I go to Jersey to do one. I'm going to Jersey in a couple of weeks. I go to Danny's in Forster once a month. I'll be there again Sunday to help, because he has it's called the final roundup for animal auction. I'll sell my hardware stuff outside, and I'll help him because he's up there in age and he can't see that good no more. And so I always go up and help him too. And that's what we do. We just.
Is it just gonna be, goods, or is it gonna be animals too?
No,
You're
I ain't
talking
doing no
about-
animals.
Oh, okay.
I know nothing about animals. I'm
And
not
you
a
did this in
farmer.
Fall River for 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, creative auctions. We had a place in Fall River, New Bedford, and we had a store in Fall River. Now I left. He still has the auction in Fall River, and he has 4 stores.
Okay.
And he has the auction in New Bedford still too.
Okay.
Motion to accept?
With the monthly reporting?
Yes.
Second.
Absolutely.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so who do I have to see at the police department for that?
You can see the chief.
The chief, and just
Donovan.
ask him what he wants. Okay,
Mhm.
absolutely,
Yep.
no problem.
Chief Donovan will tell you everything that he would require on a report from you.
Okay, no problem. Thank you
And-
very much.
That should do it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Randy, do you want him to go to your office and pick up the license along with, and bring the fee, or has he already paid the fee?
Can you come in tomorrow or Thursday?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Where's your office?
End of the hall on the left.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Correa. Okay. Are you through with everything with you, Randy?
Yes.
Want to add anything? No? Yes?
So-
No? Okay, Selectmen's report.
Just very briefly, I actually spoke to Ed, our highway superintendent, excuse me, yesterday, and he let me know they were doing the final roadway repairs this week, and that will pretty much conclude all of our work for the season. And as I said a few weeks ago, but I'll say it again because I actually have a voice tonight.
That's scary.
Yeah, I think, I think, and I know the board shares my compliments to Ed for the job he's done this
Absolutely.
year. It's, in my opinion, been outstanding, the work he and his team have done, and I know we have many happy residents with new roads this year, so my hat's off to he and his men for a good season. That's all I have.
Thank you, sir.
I concur on that. I've driven around the town, and the roads are really looking well. And 138 as well, the cleanup on there is looking good. I talked to a couple of people about the issue we had talked about a couple of weeks ago with I want to say SUVs, but they're not, the quads going through, and it seems like that's quieted down a little bit. So I feel confident that we're moving in the right direction there.
Very good. Roads have picked up. The state has helped a little bit on 138. They're not finished yet, and I know they are going to come back. I noticed too, and it's probably been down for a while, but the fence at the truck stop there has been taken down. They have moved the trucks back, and I know they've moved some of them around, but that still is pretty bad. I really think we have to look into that licensing area, that, what is it, that used car license that they have. There's no limit to that, Mandy, as to how many they can have.
That license? I don't think so, but I'd have to.
Yeah, kind of check on that, because that is a real eyesore. And now that it's no fencing there, it's just open game for vandalism, and I don't think we need any more vandalism there or anywhere else in town. I did go to the Fireman's Luncheon, and the chief was there also, and it was very, very nice, as usual. They've been doing, how many years, Jim?
Back when my dad was here,
Yeah.
believe it or not.
Well, I can remember the comments at the table where I was sitting there, they were talking about, how Joe Gravois, too, had, instituted and made it such the program. Of course, you guys keep adding to it all the time, and
I want to say close to 40 years, probably.
at least, it's a very nice thing that the school does And it was nice to see all the men there. It was very, very good. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else. In correspondence, we do have B&D, who is looking for a one-day alcoholic beverage license for beer and wine for their open house that they're going to have on October 28th from 5 to 8.
Motion to accept.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Can have that, and that's the town warrant. That there takes care of correspondence. We have no press time since we have no press. Emergency business.
None.
Any comments on anything? Any citizen wish to make any comments? The citizen who's got his head down in the back of the room says, oh, not me, I don't want to do anything. Thank you very much, citizen. Adjournment, please.
Motion to accept and adjourn the minutes and sign the warrants.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much for coming.